How do cryopreservation laws affect fertility decisions? Imagine being able to save your fertility for the future, but feeling held back by laws and regulations. Cryopreservation laws play a big role in shaping how people make decisions about preserving their reproductive potential. These laws govern how reproductive tissues like eggs, sperm, embryos, and ovarian tissue can be stored, used, or disposed of. They influence whether individuals can access fertility preservation options, especially when medical treatments threaten their fertility, such as in cases of endometriosis or cancer. Many regions have laws that requiring health insurance to cover fertility preservation procedures. For example, some states mandate coverage for freezing eggs, sperm, or ovarian tissue if a person needs treatments like chemotherapy or surgery that could damage their fertility. This legal support makes it easier and more affordable for people to choose preservation, knowing costs might be covered. Without such laws, the expense and logistical hurdles can discourage many from pursuing fertility preservation. Laws also specify how long reproductive tissues can be stored and what happens to them afterward. Some regulations limit storage time, which might influence how many embryos or eggs someone chooses to freeze during an assisted reproductive technology cycle. For individuals with endometriosis, who may experience declining ovarian reserve or surgical impacts on fertility, having the option to store eggs or embryos long-term offers flexibility. However, if legal limits are strict, patients might need to decide quickly about embryo use or disposal, adding pressure to their decision-making process. The legal status of embryos is another important factor. Some laws define embryos as persons or grant them specific rights. This can restrict options for embryo donation or disposal and influence decisions about embryo creation. For patients with endometriosis undergoing in vitro fertilization, these laws can affect how they plan their fertility journey, especially if they have unused embryos. Restrictions or additional legal requirements can also increase costs or complicate procedures. Consent laws are designed to ensure patients understand what they are agreeing to when freezing tissues. They often specify who can make decisions about stored embryos or gametes if a person separates from a partner or passes away. These regulations help clarify future choices but can also add complexity, requiring patients to think carefully about their plans and legal arrangements. Legal frameworks supporting fertility preservation have led to better outcomes, with improved pregnancy and live birth rates. For example, embryo freezing has shown pregnancy rates around 35 to 41% and egg freezing around 26 to 32%. These statistics help patients make informed choices about their reproductive options. For those with endometriosis, who may face fertility challenges due to disease progression or surgical treatment, access to cryopreservation laws can be a crucial tool. Freezing eggs or embryos before disease advancement or surgery helps preserve reproductive potential, giving hope for future family building. In summary, cryopreservation laws influence fertility decisions by determining who can access preservation services, how long tissues can be stored, and what legal and ethical boundaries exist around embryo use. For individuals with conditions like endometriosis, these laws can either open doors or create barriers to fertility preservation. Being aware of local regulations and working with fertility specialists can help patients navigate these choices confidently. Always remember to consult healthcare professionals for personalized advice, as medical options and legal considerations can vary widely depending on where you live.